Can I please ask the panelists to be on the stage, please? So, hi, I'm Laxmi Khanolkar. I have a game studio in Mumbai called Apar Games, and I would want all of you to please introduce yourself and let us know what you're building, whatever.
So, hello. Hi everyone. I'm Manali Kanungo. I'm the co-founder of MindYourLogic Studios. So we build IP-based puzzle games around a character which is Detective Mehul. And so one of our games, which is Detective IQ, has already crossed like 13 million downloads, uh, getting around 80 to 90K daily downloads, and we are in the top 10 puzzle games in India and 10 other countries as well. So 2025 has been an amazing year for our studio, and we are looking forward to the next year.
That's awesome. Where's your studio based?
Yeah, we are based out of Nagpur, Maharashtra.
Wow. Oh, we are close. Not so close, but
Yes,
yeah,
very
quite
close.
close. And how about you, Shrey?
I'm Shrey Kachhap, game director at Psypher Interactive. And currently, we are making a very cool racing game called Cosmic Race. And I'm here to learn and share my experience with you guys. We are based out of Bangalore, and our game is doing pretty good with the testers. So, and we have a booth, so please, you can come and try it out.
Yeah, and I have tried your game. And, you know, guys, I cannot play any of the racing games. Like, I can't drive digitally or in the real world. But their game I tried and I loved it. So you definitely have converted a non-racing player into a racing player, perhaps.
That is what we want.
Hi everyone, I'm Venkatesh, a solo game developer at Rudrac Games. I'm building a turn-based cooperative puzzle adventure titled Twin Flames, and I handle everything from design, programming, art, even music also. It's been great experience doing this solo, and I would like to share my experience in this panel, and I'm super excited to be here.
Where are you based?
I'm from Hyderabad.
Nice. And would you like to talk about what appreciations you got yesterday?
Yeah, the game won the best game design award yesterday, and it's like it gave me huge boost that I'm onto something with this game. Yeah,
Super,
super
super.
excited.
How
Hi
about
guys,
you?
I'm Shashank from Zord Games and I am currently working on a 2D side scroller game which is about very exploring yourself and taking your emotions out. I believe about the games which say something quietly and have something to talk with your emotion side. So I am currently trying to build that. Also, game is top most afforded Metroidvanias all time on Reddit. Yeah.
Oh, this is nice. So here, can you see there's a different kind of genre is being created here from different parts of India. So I would really like to know what was the inspiration or how did you even start off either thinking about this game or starting your company, whatever that you think is got you into the game development journey.
Um, so it's very interesting. So me and my husband, we both were investment bankers on the tech side of it, and we are both passionate about solving puzzles. So we saw that people struggle to solve puzzles, to approach how to solve a puzzle, and then that was just the idea. कि ठीक है, let's build something to help people approach to solve puzzle, make it easier, maybe approachable and not very difficult to understand. So that is how Detective Mehul was born. And my husband, he wrote stories, and so Detective Mehul, he runs about his life solving cases, catching criminals, all the while also solving puzzles and explaining to the users how to approach a puzzle. So we created animated videos around Detective Mehul, and within like 8-10 months we reached 1 million subscribers on YouTube. And we thought that wow, when it blew our mind because we didn't expect it came out of passion. We didn't expect it to reach there. So That was with videos. And then we thought that we have this leverage, we have such huge traction. Why not use it? Why not build games around this? And that is how when we started learning actually game development.
Wow.
So I was the first one who actually started learning Unity. Then there's game analytics, there's monetization, the different aspects of game development. And one of the first games of ours, Detective Mehul, we launched it. And obviously, due to our audience, the Detective Mehul audience, we reached like 5 million downloads completely organically on Play Store in like 6 months. So that
That's
was a
incre-
start for us. That is how
that's
MindYourLogic
incredible.
started.
I mean, lovely, lovely to hear that. What about you, Shrey?
I listen to a lot of music while I'm driving, while I'm working, while I'm riding my bike. So just one day I was sitting on my, lying on my bed, listening to a genre called synthwave music. So there was a very beautiful background video playing of a car, just driving on a like very beautiful environment. And like since childhood, I have been playing racing games, and when I started studying game design, I felt like one day I'm gonna make a racing game, like really cool racing game, at least for myself.
Wow.
And then I came across that video, and I was like, if I make a racing game, this is how it should look, this is how it should feel, and
Wow.
this is how it should sound as well. So yeah, and so the first step was actually I went to Unity's asset store, and I tried all the templates that give you, all the car controller templates, and I felt like, bana sakte hain." So yeah, with that we started building upon step by step, adding features and features, and like have a I have a wonderful team of my friends who are very passionate about everything that we do. So just one thing led to another, and now we are making a very nice game.
Wow. Daydreaming also can become a reality.
Everybody
know?
should daydream, please.
Manifestation.
Have manifestation.
I'm also a huge fan of synthwave. Yeah, my story is like a little bit personal. I studied biology background. I'm coming from biology background, but after graduation, I wanted to do something creative. Then I encountered introduction to game development. I did the course, and it felt like I created some small world when I finished that, the course, and that feeling stuck with me. And since then, I never looked back. But when tried to make games, I was not able to make the quality that are out there. So I had to work somewhere, like work in industry to gain experience. And then I did a prototype in Global Game Jam. The theme was duality, and people loved it. And I felt like this was my first game original design that I came up with. And like slowly developing, and I read the twin flame theme, and I thought that could be a good fit for the theme. And yeah, it's going good. That's how it started. And also the goal with this game is to make it's a cooperative game. First of all, my goal with this game is to make both players connect with each other while playing the game and enjoying. Yeah.
That's nice. What about you?
So when I was kid, like when we all kid, we were playing some kinds of game. So after that, when I was in 12th, my friend introduced me with like a game engine called Unreal Engine. That was very fascinating to look like. With few clicks, here is a player running here and there. It came to my mind, why can't we create our own games if that is so simple? So we experimented a few things in Unreal Engine, but they were not exactly the games when we follow the tutorials and make the player run here and there. After that, we switched to Unity because Unreal was getting hard for a solo game development. After that, we experimented with few Android games. We have like 1 million plus accumulated downloads. Then I was thinking like these kinds of game are not giving anything to the player. These are just casual games like any other games. I want to tell something, some story to them, learn something, and understanding them or understanding the whole world around them and what I see in the world. So I think I should express myself with these kinds of games. That's after that we started prototype with few games. So this kind of game came to our mind. um, I believe like when I am here, I am talking to you guys, I am acting differently. When I am alone, I am talking to differently. And when I am with the families, yeah, we are we are different kind of person. So I thought to implement this in the game to have some like I believe we all wear some kinds of mask like this. So I started with Metroidvania where you can understand different kind of character in the game, introduce yourself to them, and like that. So this is how my journey to the game development. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. So we were just talking about that how can you make your dream come true, but those are definitely must be having some sort of a challenges to actually reach to that goal of yours, right? So do you want to tell me what those are? Or have you come across any? Now, not then I envy you.
So both of us, we both were from completely non-gaming backgrounds. So we initially thought that that might be something that might pull us down. But then I think somehow that is the one thing that pushed us up because we are really good with analytics. Um, we know our numbers, so we know how to read our numbers. Then there was the other point that due to our subscribers, due to our audience, we did reach a certain point of downloads. But then after that, there was a point where there was a stagnancy. And we felt that what is the next step here? And then came in UA, which is a huge domain in itself. So that is when we came to know about creating campaigns and creating creatives around those campaigns, which is very crucial. So here we found that our expertise in building, in creating very connecting videos came to our help. And we reached amazing CTRs, which helped to bring quite lower CPIs, and which is how we scaled to like 30 million downloads in like 10 months.
Cool. Shrey, you?
So we haven't launched our game yet, so I can mostly talk about development, whatever we
Any
faced in
challenge?
development. And so every day, by the end of every day, I'm like, bro, game development is hard, man. So it's like there's so many challenges in so many departments, and we are also growing, we are also learning. So like every time, every bit of advice, every bit of feedback, it's like, should we keep it, should we apply it, or should we like listen to them but then keep it aside? And within our team itself, we have so many opinions. Okay, we can add this feature, we can add this feature, and everybody is into gaming, everybody is into like so much of content consumption that they know a lot of stuff, and everybody wants their opinions to be heard. It's a challenge to actually implement all of it into one product, and then actually finish the product. So yeah, like one thing is, uh, you have to have a balance between listening and applying. And
Absolutely. I
so,
agree.
yeah,
I
that is
agree.
one of the biggest challenges we have inside. And then rest of all is like, through playtests we get to figure out that what we want players to feel, they're not feeling it, and how do we figure out, like, how do we cater to them, and how do we make them feel that, okay, we want you to do certain things in certain way in our game, but then we haven't designed it in a way that you are doing it actually, figuring out how to do it. And those are the most challenging
Yeah,
things for us.
yeah, I hear you. I hear you. But that's a very interesting point that you brought out that you receive feedback, you receive lot of feedback, but which one to take and which one not to take, or which one to implement when, that's a very important decision that one has to take in development, game development, because you're also, need to reach the finish line too. So what do you want to say further on?
I think every day is a challenge actually.
Absolutely.
As a solo game developer, I have to prioritize I have to think about which one has to prioritize and which one has to be, done in a day. And the main thing is just going to the work itself is like when there is nobody to question you, right? So that itself is a challenge.
Self
But
motivation is the
yeah,
biggest
self-motivation, yeah.
challenge.
But usually what I do is I remember myself, this is what I have to do. This is my long-term goal, and this is what I have to do. I remember myself, and I push myself to, go to work and do the things that has to be done to release this game. To push myself, and yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
did. Yeah,
push yourself to stay on path.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. What about you?
So when everyone is talking, I feel like the some of the challenges are so common for all of us. So one of the challenge we guys face is the over engineering of the things. Like when you're fueled by passion, you always line to implement. We can implement this. We can implement this. Oh, that game has something this. We can implement in that in our game. So like this is one of the challenges. You have to stop yourself somewhere and finish the game quickly. This is one thing we are learning. Besides of the game development is a multidisciplinary things. So you have to do the art, you have to do the programming. With this, you have to do the marketing, and with this, you have to take care of your health. One of the thing is when you are sitting on 8 hours, 10 hours, or in the crunch time, your back really hurts, man. This is one of the challenge we guys face. With this, when there's nothing to motivate you, you really have to bring something from your outside. Like why you are here, why you have started the game. You always have to remind yourself. There are days will come when you are very little down. You really have to show up at that time. That is the one kind of spine you have to show. Yeah.
Just want to add. So
Sure.
basically, since he mentioned about the health, I used to work for like 16 hours, but then I realized my health is like messing up a lot, and I had to decrease the amount of work and prioritize the tasks so that you won't mess up your health and you will be able to do the work more effectively. So that you know, yeah, that's
Absolutely, absolutely. And after all these taking so much thing, there must be something that you felt the most happiest about. So do you want to quickly tell me what was that one thing that comes to your head? What was the most happiest? You were like super excited. That yes moment in your life.
Yeah, so there was this moment. So we actually know that our games, our videos have been played. We see the numbers, but then we didn't actually know how it has impacted the public, the users, our viewers. So one such incident is there's a young girl, a big Detective Mehul fan. She's from Dongargarh, Chhattisgarh. Um, her parents knew that she's a big Mehul fan. They researched around where is the office of MindYourLogic. They found that it is in Nagpur. They planned a complete trip around this. They
Wow.
came to our office, and it was her birthday.
Wow.
So they came to our office. They said that okay, she is a huge fan, and she wanted to meet the person, the people behind building the videos, the games. So she came, we celebrated her birthday, we took a lot of pictures, we gave her some goodies
That's,
of Detective
that's
Mehul.
so cute.
That was an amazing experience. And that is how we felt that no, we are creating an impact in an age where actually people shy away, restrict screen time for their children. This is where we come in, and people actually are okay. The parents are okay with them, with their kids viewing and playing our games, our videos. So that was an amazing moment.
Amazing, amazing. Anyone of you want to pick it up?
so basically, whenever I showcase my game, people will be coming and playing the game, right? They kind of praise the game, and they especially when they are playing the game, they enjoy. I get excited when they are enjoying the game. That is like the best experience any game developer can have. And one of the incident is like I saw friends, not friends actually, strangers connecting and exchanging their number because of my game, and that's like the that's
Wow.
what I'm aiming for with this game, like connecting people through the cooperative gameplay. So that was like the best experience.
True
And
twin flame moment.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And yesterday's award is also like I was so happy that I could not even recognize people. So that was like great experience. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Anyone of you want to pick it up? Yeah.
So maybe I am waiting for my yes moment. I believe it for so long, but there are few moments which really motivate me and make me proud of myself. One of the moment was when we got the most voted Metroidvania ever on the Reddit. That is one of the yes moment. There is a one yes movement which come always when we solve a bug. That is kind of yes movement. Yes, you really have to sit alone no one is there for you to like motivate you or tell you like what you are doing. So when you are solving a bug, there is always like aha moment, like I have done this, I went one step ahead. So yeah, but I am still waiting for my yes moment.
Yeah. All right.
For everyone, actually, for every game developers, the happiest moments would be just players enjoying their game as much as they
Absolutely.
want.
And you should have one more, like a non-genre player you're converting. It's like the biggest achievement.
Yeah,
So
today.
you should today.
I say today was the yes
Yes,
moment for
right
us.
now when you heard this. All right. So now this question is specifically for you. Okay. So like you are the woman founder, right? And how do you think that has impacted your journey, your business?
So it's I feel women bring a very different perspective uh, in any field that they are, and especially in a field which is game development, which is very men focused, or which is heavily driven by men. um, I bring in something that I have had heated discussions with my team, with even my co-founder, my husband, regarding what I want to be there in the game, whether it works, whether it doesn't work. So I feel that I bring that energy or a different mind,
Outlook.
a different outlook, correct. So whether it is how the UI should look, I know my team is here, they can they can say that I do this. I am very firm at what I want and what I don't want in the game. And since it is a puzzle game, it is it doesn't have a very particular segment of users. Puzzle games are played by everyone, which is why a holistic approach, a holistic perspective should be there when we build a puzzle game. So this is how where I feel that I create a different kind of impact. I bring a different outlook, a different perspective there.
Nice. Do you want to talk about the youngest tester that you have?
That's my daughter. So she does amazing work there. She even she plays our games. She brings out bugs, directly goes to the developers and says ki bhaiya this is not working. Comes back again after a few hours, ho gaya kya puzzle solve, bug solve ho gaya kya? And then they directly come to her and they say ki are ho gaya hai, please test this again and let me know.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. So uh, we have some time. So do you guys want to have some sort of? Do you have any advice that you want to give it to the audience, whoever is starting out new? You know, perhaps some mistakes that you did not want others to do. Do you want to say anything?
Like whenever you're beginning your game development journey, especially as a designer, the 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 worst quality that you have is you can't take feedback. I mean, you have put your heart and soul towards your product. You have put your brains to it. You think that okay, like what I have done is actually right, or it it has to work. But then some person says that, bro, this is just not working. Like, no. And then you are puzzled. And when in the beginning years, we get defensive of our design, of our principles. But what what I learned with time is that they are the most important things in game development. Like one of the most important things in game development is at the end of the day, you're making it for the players. You're making it for them. You want them to enjoy as much as you're enjoying making the game. And if they are saying they're not enjoying it, that means there is something wrong with it. And you have to have that listening ears and, I'm all ears, that kind of attitude.
Yeah.
And that I think that builds up with time as your ego goes down. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, and that also gives you further way to investigate that. Oh, what is it that I am liking it, and what is it that he is saying is not? He or she is not liking it.
They're
Maybe
always
it's
right.
just a minor UX that is probably bugging them or something of that sort.
Yeah,
maybe.
and I would like to add on it. So, a lot of times what happens, players or testers or even your friends, they they kind of give you the solution to the problem, and uh, you think that no, I'm not gonna do that. But the thing is, you have to figure out what the problem is rather than what the solution they are providing.
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree.
You
I
have to
agree.
hear their mindset, their psychology rather than their words.
I agree. I agree. I mean, that's a fantastic advice, guys. I mean, this is so true. This is so true. Anyone of you want
It's
to take
not
it up?
just about feedback also. Guidance also, people tend to ignore the guidance. See, I got a lot of guidance, but I kind of ignored because I had a lot of ego. Now I realized, so most of the guidance that I got is that, gain experience while working in another company. At the beginning, I thought I could make a game because I had a skill. I thought I could finish a game, but no, you cannot. You need experience. It's not just about knowledge. You need working experience. So if you have I mean, you will be able to better quality games. You will be able to build better quality games with that, and yeah, have more skill, like gain more skill while working, so that you will be able to make better games and have a huge resilience because game development is very tough. You will face a lot of challenges. You will be like so depressed that it's very common. Ask any game dev, they'll say the same thing. But ultimately, when you finish a game, you will see the players experiencing the game, right? That gives you a huge motivation, and all the hard work that you are doing is worth every single second, worth the experience that you are getting while watching them. So yeah, build like have a gain a skill and then try to apply it and have a huge resilience. That's my advice to the people. Yeah.
Great. Anyone of you want to add anything?
One, two things I want to add. Like there are thousands of advice I can to give. But one, two things like keep the scope of your project small. You do not want to make the second cyberpunk now. Yeah. So one more thing, like we always tend to ignore the health part of it. It is really very important to not to get into the game development so that you get burnout. This is one thing which is talking less in the game development when people are building solo, but you really have to think and manage your health. One more thing I would like to add is um, always look for the feedback who are the actual gamers. Do not take advice from the family and people who are not playing the games, because that advice is always very different from the real gamers. This does not mean you should not have open ears to them, but have is, things in mind like they do not play these kinds of game. Also, about the advices, one kid give me an advice. They find a loophole in our game and I fixed it. Even but sometimes like senior people give you advices, they are not, I do not say worth listening, but they are not always applicable. So
Yeah.
depends upon the
Yeah, I mean,
type of
that's
advice, not who is giving it. Yep.
yeah, correct. So that's similar point. I think it's a very important point that which advice
I would
and how do we
actually
do.
like to add, stick to your genre. Pick a genre, stick to it. Find top 10 games of your genre. Play it multiple times, day in, day out. Play the game. Find out what it is that they are doing, be it level progression or why is there a certain pop-up here. Is there, what is the science behind what the game that you're playing? Understand it and then build your own game.
Yeah, that's great. So our time is actually up, but so if at all there's a question, we can take one question. Otherwise, we can wrap it up. Are there many?
Hello. Okay. So thanks a lot for the panel talk. All right. So I have a question. Okay, it's a bit more generic. So do you think that overscoping is killing a lot of time for Indian game developers? Because I believe a lot of my friends, they are doing game development. They want to create the next Dark Souls in India. They want to create a new GTA in India. So do you think that the scope of making games should be making different and innovative games rather than competing with what we already have? Anyone of you can answer, please.
So the next Cyberpunk, the next Dark Souls, just check out, bro, how much time it took to make that game. Are they willing to put that much time? It took like 10 years to make some game. Are they willing to put that much time to their game? Are they willing to put that much effort? Do they have that much money to spend on? So yeah, like if you're starting, start small. and then you can build on it. Keep on building on it, because this, I think, creative field, people like us, we need time to know how things are made, how things run, because games are like an amalgamation of so many different aspects. It's not just cinematics, it's not just movement, it's not just gameplay, it's like the player psychology has so many elements in it. So we need to figure out and we need to learn all those aspects first, and then we can actually make a game that makes sense to others. Because uh, it's hard, it's very easy to create a feature, but then it's very difficult to have 10 features and amalgamate them together.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
You want to add something?
Also, you need to have the workforce, right? If you see the GTA, how many people are working? Do you have that much of workforce? Yeah.
All right, I think our time's up. So whoever wants to ask questions, they are here. So please go ahead and ask them questions. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And all of you do play their games. They are you both of you are no. Who's displaying your games are there,
My
right?
game is at K15. You can come out and check out the game.
Yeah, and our game is at E40. And yeah, you will see this Cosmic Race
Yeah.
banners all over.
Go play their games.